Redfall, a game from Arcane Studios in Austin, and it's published by Bethesda Softworks. Redfall is an open world single player and co-op first-person shooter that takes place in, well, the title of the game, Redfall. After playing over 20 hours of the game on PC so far, this will be my personal review of my own experience with the game in the single player mode. The town of Redfall has been taken over by deadly vampires after a failed scientific experiment and have isolated the entire island from the outside world, and that's where you come in. The player can choose between 4 playable characters: Devinder, Layla, Remy, and Jacob with their own unique skills. During my playtime, I used Layla, that uses psychic abilities to roam the streets of Redfall, and one of her skills is to call in her ex-boyfriend, which is now a deadly vampire, to help you slay down other enemies. When playing as a solo player during this playthrough, this was for sure helpful in certain aspects of the game. World of Redfall is well designed, and it is fun to explore all corners of the island to find hidden loot, name the vampires, and much more. You get the feeling when progressing through the story that the island itself is indeed very isolated and controlled by these undead creatures, but vampires are not the only enemy to encounter in Redfall. You have the cultists as well, that are humans who have allied themselves with vampires, having a wish on transforming into blood-sucking beasts as a promise by the vampire gods. The art design of the game makes it unique and special, as Arcane Austin has their own way of designing epic environments and interesting characters. You will see everything from a creepy town taken straight out of a horror movie, haunted forest, and especially the seaside, which gives the feeling of you being trapped inside a oversized snow globe. Your best friend in Redfall will be the large arsenal of weapons you can use. Everything from flare guns, pistols, sniper rifles, UV guns, and much more. But keep in mind, to finish off a vampire, you need more than just bullets to take down these stalking creatures of the night. Some weapons come with stakes. This will be your go-to weapon when encountering vampires, where you have to damage them enough to then drive the stake through their hearts. The overall experience with Redfall so far has been positive. The unique design of the world itself makes it worth all the exploring, and the story, which I'm not going to cover in this video, is also worth paying attention to. Voice acting is at its best. The characters you play as will not talk annoyingly much. Other survivors, also known as NPCs, has interesting stories to share and fun missions to complete. Especially the in-game menu system is something I would like to share. It's well designed, easy to orientate around, and overall looks good. You can easily change the skins of your weapons and also your character, which you can unlock by doing missions, side missions, or just by exploring the island. But Redfall also has a few negative sides, sadly. One of them is the gunplay. Gunplay is the most important key to a FPS game, and since Redfall is a pure first-person shooter, this is something that needs changing. I'm not saying the gunplay is terrible, because it's not, but it feels a bit clunky sometimes. The weapons itself looks great, it has some amazing skins and textures, but it's all about that feeling when you want to feel like a professional gunslinger in a world of danger. Well, that just isn't quite there yet. The other thing are the cultist enemy NPCs. Their movement and their choice of strategic placement during gunfights is not... it's just not there. They are mostly sitting ducks, and it feels like they actually want a bullet to the head. But the vampire waits up to the gunfights, so basically this is just a small thought. The game comes out today on May the 2nd, and personally I will be playing this game for a while, and I'm looking forward to test the co-op gameplay with friends. It will probably have a different approach to the gameplay, but since I only focus on the single player, these are my thoughts of the game so far. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my review of Redfall. Overall, it's a fun game to play. Great atmosphere, interesting NPCs, cool missions, cool skins, and the story itself is actually quite cool without spoiling anything. And it also seems like the end game will be quite interesting for most people. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to drop a like down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care now and good.